Well, in court today, the BJP said essentially what the UPA had said way back in 2011. What really is different? And were the clarifications made by the Finance Minister Arun Jaitley by the end of the day that India is bound by agreements signed by the UPA in the past, were they good enough? Is this government really serious about going after black money? Joining us now to debate this, Aman Sinha with us once again, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court, and the spokesperson of the BJP, Pankaj Gupta, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Remember, the Aam Aadmi Party had led a campaign to try and persuade the then UPA government to bring back this black money into India. Also joining us, Amiben Yagnik, spokesperson of the Gujarat Congress. Aman, let me ask you this. Firstly, the treaty. Now, Arun Jaitley made an interesting point. He said that the treaty which had been signed earlier on between India and countries like Switzerland made it impossible for him at this juncture, or the government, to reveal the names of those who were being investigated. Do you believe that this treaty itself was wrong? It was flawed, and therefore your hands in the BJP are tied?
Oh, that's a valid question, and you're right, Vishnu. These treaties were, very, incorrectly drafted, and one can say that these were wrong, in a sense that the UPA government, they gave all the rights of gave up all the rights of securing any information prior to 2007, I believe, and Finance Minister has categorically stated that we have no hesitancy in sharing the names. In fact, all names shall be shared under the due process of law, and not only names, but other, money trails and other, details will also be shared. However, there is a legal impediment, and which is there. The difference is that the present government and the present finance minister is trying to overcome those impediments. We are renegotiating with Swiss, and they have already yielded on certain very important and significant points, and we are sure, the direction in which it is heading, we are sure we'll be able to reveal names very soon.
Amiben, would you accept that what this government has achieved over the last few days is perhaps the biggest step forward in terms of ultimately revealing these people? That the Swiss government is willing to give India the details that we seek, as long as an investigation takes place against these people who India suspects have stashed money abroad? This seems to be more than what the UPA has ever achieved.
I think the facts are not coming out in the open. In August 2010, the double taxation avoidance agreement was expanded to put in investigative clause, and that is how the expansion has taken place. Now, if you say that it was incorrect drafting by the UPA government, how did 80 nations enter into this treaties with India? And 30 agreed to have this even information exchange agreement signed between the countries. How can you just have the audacity to say that there was incorrect drafting? And how can you say that everything has been done in the last couple of weeks?
No, what do you mean by audacity?
Have been going on since August
double
2010,
taxation avoidance treaty which was signed in 2010.
I think, can you please let me complete?
India gave up its rights of securing
Aman,
information
just half a second,
prior to
Aman.
2007.
Aman, I'll get you to respond. Let her make her point. Yeah, go ahead, Amiben, go ahead.
Yes, you just don't jump into the discussion without letting me complete.
Make your
so
point.
2010, the efforts have been going on. Three studies have been going on. They have given their submitted the report along with recommendations on which this government is supposed to act. But the government is now saying that the UPA government did incorrect drafting and all that. You are practically just following what the UPA government did, and so many notices were issued by the income tax department, almost about 100, and in 2014 April, I think 26 names were disclosed in the Supreme Court by the government. What is the BJP spokesperson talking about? I think he should get his facts right.
All right, let's get him to respond to that.
You have to fairly concede that you are just speaking out what the UPA government has done and what steps the UPA government has taken.
Aman,
don't just take everything and put it on your own in your own account.
Aman, go ahead, reply.
No, if I can respond now. No, the fact of the matter is, Vishnu, that for 3 years, despite observations of the Supreme Court, the UPA government did not even constitute an SIT, let alone there being any, concrete and substantive investigations. The first decision of this NDA government was to constitute a SIT on black money stashed in tax havens, and thereafter, SIT, investigated, and they have filed a report also in August before the Supreme Court, and independently investigations have been carried out by the Income Tax Department, and on basis of those investigations, we have approached the Swiss and we have told them that, look here, this is the evidence that we have got. Please share information with us. And for the first time, the Swiss authorities, upon persuasion of the Finance Ministry, Government of India, have said that they will join all these investigations. They will reveal all the details, and they are also going to enter into a automatic information sharing mechanism. And it was the Congress party who signed these treaties and gave up the right of obtaining any information prior to 2007.
Okay.
And my friend from Congress is coming around and saying something which is totally
yes,
hypocritical.
I can add on
Totally
that. I can add on that.
Yes, go ahead.
Two issues. One about the SIT.
Yes, she can add on her hypocrisy.
I think Mr. Sinha is forgetting that there were the two-bench committee, SIT was constituted Justice B.P. Reddy, and then thereafter there was some difference. There was a third thing, and then there was procedural issues. That is why we did not have the SIT in time, and that was the delay. So just don't jump to conclusions that UPA did not agree to any SIT. And
No,
the second
madam,
thing
for
is
3
that
years,
prior to 2007,
time and again,
this is not
Supreme Court
happening,
has
that
been
is not happening.
asserting
There is
that
a
why have you not
mutual
constituted for
signing
3
between
years?
two countries.
It
and
took you 3
information
years
sharing,
and it took us
and
3
you
days.
don't forget the domestic legal barriers the other countries are talking about. So we may just not go into this rigmarole for the procedural aspects, but you don't take the credit that you have done it in a week
madam,
or 2
these
weeks.
are all bilateral agreements. These are bilateral tax avoidance agreements, and India has set its terms and foreign countries have set their terms.
Signing with a different
So what are you saying?
There are
We had choice. We had a choice not to have this, not to have this confidentiality clause, or not to give up our rights of securing any information
take pause
prior
for a
to
moment.
2007.
Just
Vishnu,
a
one
moment.
short point.
Let me
It
go
was the
across
Congress
to
party
Pankaj
rights
Gupta of the Aam
securing
Aadmi
any
Party.
information
Pankaj,
prior to 2007.
tell us a little bit about what you feel has happened today. The Aam Aadmi Party has slammed the BJP. They have slammed the Congress in the past for not doing enough. But if you actually look at the text of what the Finance Ministry is now saying, the Finance Minister is saying there seems to be very definitive progress. And on this program, Aman Sinha telling us that within a definitive period of time, it will be possible for the names of these people to be revealed, those who have stashed their black money abroad. Does the Aam Aadmi Party at least welcome what has happened with Switzerland?
First of all, we have to understand that is it really truth? Because if it was truth, if we believed what Finance Minister was saying, perhaps we would not be having this debate today. We are having this debate today because something was told to this nation which was not expected. Why it was not expected, we have to understand. I am seeing that our friends from Congress and BJP are fighting, but people have already rejected Congress because they could not control what they were supposed to. People voted BJP with a huge expectation that there is a government which will come, which will be bold enough to take the right steps and bring back the black money which is stashed away. They have always been talking about it.
Realistically, did you expect any government on earth to have the power within a few months to just bring back all the black money? They've come to power and then overnight they'll just bring it back. How does that happen?
If you let me answer, I did not say anything about when. I said that BJP said that they will bring back the black money.
Yes.
One. Secondly, I assume that BJP would also mean when they say this that they would not allow this to happen ever again. Or is it that they will just bring in the black money? How can they avoid this happening again if they are not ready to take action against the people who have stashed the black money? Are they saying to the people of this country that please go ahead, do whatever you want, we are here to protect you? Why are they protecting?
Can I respond now?
Why are they not making it very clear?